This is HBU Huskies women's basketball. Welcome to the 2016-2017 season of HBU Huskies women's basketball on your home for Houston Baptist University athletics, the Husky Sports Network. The Husky Sports Network is powered by the Legacy Sports Network, and HBU women's basketball is brought to you by these corporate partners of HBU athletics: Houston Federal Credit Union, the Memorial Hermann Healthcare System, Pepsi, IBEW Local 716, Firehouse Subs, Kolache Factory, HUB International, and Doubletree Suites Hotels. Now it's closing in on game time, so let's go courtside and get ready for some HBU Huskies women's basketball.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Sharp Gym on the campus of Houston Baptist University here in Southwest Houston. It is just about game time. Time for the final women's basketball game of the 2016-2017 season. Hi, everybody. Welcome into the broadcast. My name is Lonnie King. Glad you're along for the ride this afternoon in this season finale as the Huskies wrap up this campaign against a very good Abilene Christian Wildcats team who comes in at 21 wins and 8 losses overall for the season, and they are 15-2 in the Southland Conference. And although they are still in the final year of transition from full or into full D1 status, they are vying for at least a tie. With a win today, they could earn at least a tie for the conference championship. And although they're not eligible to go to the Southland Conference tournament next weekend, they are eligible for postseason play as they were last year and went to the Women's College Basketball Invitational last year, or the WNIT last year, excuse me, looking for that same kind of honor this season. And they will come in today trying, or with those goals in mind of tying at least or winning outright, depending on what Central Arkansas does this afternoon, the conference championship, the regular season conference championship, and then looking ahead to some postseason play. The Huskies, on the other hand, are wrapping up a season where they have experienced some ups and downs, and a few more downs than ups this year. But a very young team, a team that's been beset with injuries as well. And so you combine a lot of youth and a lot of injuries on the floor, and it's been a struggle this year for Donna Finney's squad. 6 wins, 21 losses. And the hopes for getting into the Southland Conference tournament came to an end officially on Wednesday night, even though if they'd have won that game in Corpus Christi on Wednesday night, they still would have needed a whole lot of help, and it just wasn't going to break their way this season. So their final game is here at Sharp this afternoon, and they're going to look to wrap things up for the season. And on top of that, it will be the final games in HBU Huskies uniforms for both Lisa Stadichka and Heidi Byrd. Heidi here for the last 4 years. She was a part of the first ever Southland Conference tournament team that went a couple of years ago to the tournament championship game and lost to Northwestern State in a thrilling game in the Southland Conference tournament, their first ever tournament appearance. And then last year they went back to the tournament as the number 5 seed and came up short last year. Obviously, this season's not going to finish the way Heidi and Lisa would have liked. They would have liked to have had at least one more week's worth of games, but they will be honored at the end of this one, and perhaps we'll be able to get a few minutes with them on air here following the conclusion of this one to just get their thoughts and reminiscences about their time here on the campus. But we've got the visit with head coach Donna Finney to come straight ahead, and then we've got all the play-by-play for you And we will get ready for that right here on the Huskies Sports Network.
At Houston Federal Credit Union, we're dedicated to our members, our communities, and now the students, faculty, and employees of Houston Baptist University. From checking and savings accounts to loans, IRAs, money markets, and other financial tools, HFCU is ready to serve the HBU Huskies and their fans. Learn more today. Call 866-OUR-HFCU or log on to HoustonFCU.org. Houston Federal Credit Union and the HBU Huskies. That's a doggone good team.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
All right, everybody. If this one doesn't get your toe tapping, check your pulse. You may be dead. Here it is, coming to you in living cola. Refreshing Pepsi Cola. From the wonderful folks who put the in cola. I'll be signing off now, because it's my bedtime. I'll catch you on the flip side. Be there.
International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, Local 716 in Houston, get up for work each day because we believe building schools to code matters. Because building Houston's hospitals correctly saves lives. Because training for 10,000 hours makes a difference. That's why we get up, because we want to make a difference. To be the best, hire the best.
IBEW, where skill and value lock arms. The time is now to hire IBEW electricians.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Pregame conversation, but it's been one of those transitional years coming off into the season off a year with a whole lot of seniors last year. This year, you're only really losing one, and a whole lot of youth that came in this year, and it kind of showed in the way they played at times.
Yeah, I think it was that up and down year where we'd get spells of greatness, but they just weren't long enough, and you know, it's been that way throughout the year from day one, and we knew that. I mean, as a coaching staff, we knew that coming in, but it's really hard to manage the expectations of the players, and then external expectations too, because that has pressure on the players. When you look at it practically and you say you have 8 freshmen and 6 sophomores, it is pretty obvious how your season's going to go. So, like I say, we knew that coming in, but you know, a lot of these kids come from winning high school programs, and what they forget is that was when they were juniors and seniors playing a lot of minutes and getting the opportunity to go to state, etc. And they have to go through that transition again as freshmen and sophomores into their upper class years, which they'll do here. And if this group stays together, I think they have a great chance to really do some damage in the Southland.
Well, we know the old axiom, no pain, no gain. And this the other night, I think especially for you, was a little bit painful when the girls had to realize, you know, they really were eliminated from the opportunity to go to the tournament next week. But as you look at the pain that you've gone through this year, do you see the potential for gain coming up?
Definitely. I mean, we've been saying now for quite some time how excited we are for postseason and to get into spring workouts, how excited we are for the summer to really, you know, address some of the deficiencies that we've had this year. And I think, you know, for us, some things have been obvious, and then other things will become more obvious as we review film, have our player meetings next week, come back and regroup after the spring break, and really give us an opportunity to get to work with this young group. And, you know, when you look at some of their numbers and you compare to the numbers of the great group of seniors that we had that graduated last year, you know, some of these freshmen are putting up better numbers than these kids did even in their sophomore, junior years. So that's really positive for us going forward, that these freshmen are getting such great minutes and great experience, and hopefully they build on that. And with the new additions that we're bringing in that we're excited about, we come back even stronger next year.
We talked about the one true senior, but you're actually losing a couple today, and a couple of pretty important pieces over the last couple of years for you. Lisa Stadichka and Heidi Byrd is the senior. Talk about the contributions those two have made to the program over the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because, you think about that over the last couple of days, because the girls don't want to talk to you about it, obviously. They just want to get the game over because, this is my last game. Yeah, but they both have contributed in so many ways. And I think for Heidi, she was part of the group that went to the conference championship game and had a big, big role in that. And Heidi's never been our go-to scorer. She's never been that kid that we rely on the offensive end. But she has been our go-to defensive stopper. And she has been our go-to when we need big free throws down the clutch, down the stretch. And she'll step up and knock those down. And she did that when we went to the conference final, and she's just been our glue kid for 4 years, and does everything so well, can play every position on the floor, will play every position on the floor, and will do whatever it takes for her team to win. And she's a great role model for these younger kids in that she is so adaptable and is willing to do that and buys in, and does everything with a great work ethic. And so although she's not a vocal leader, she's been a tremendous leader by example. And so I'm excited for her because she's in our nursing program now, and I know that she's working hard there. She still has another year and a half to finish that off, but she's a bright future ahead of her because of her work ethic.
Living Cola.
The joy of cola. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola. Jumping, just enjoy the ride. Take your time. Joy of bubbles, joy of fun, joy of Pepsi on your tongue. Greatest taste sensation under the sun.
Refreshing Pepsi Cola from the wonderful folks who put the R in cola.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Back here at Sharp Gym, just about set for the opening tip of this afternoon's game, the season finale for the Huskies going up against the Abilene Christian Wildcats. Starting lineups are being introduced here in the arena, so let's take a moment and introduce them to you as well. First of all, for the visitors from Abilene, under head coach Julie Goodenough, the Wildcats send out this starting lineup, a 5'8 freshman from Gerald, Texas. Brianna Wright will start at the point. She'll be joined in the backcourt by 5'9 senior leading scorer, 15.8 points per game, Alexis Mason. Susie Demba, Lizzie Demba, the twin sisters, 5'11 seniors from Lubbock Coronado High School. Susie averages 13.2 points per game, and Lizzie averages 12.1. They are the wings. And Sydney Shelsted, the 6'1 senior from Mineral Wells, averaging 11.7 per contest, starts in the middle. For the Huskies, the two starters that are playing their final game, Lisa Stadichka, number 5, Heidi Byrd, number 3. And they will be joined by Taylor Cole Morgan, who will jump it up in the middle, the freshman from Second Baptist High School. Britta Daub, the freshman from Britta is from Rossdorf, Germany. She will start at the point. And then Amanda Johnson, the sophomore from San Antonio, will start in the back line, and the tip is knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Abilene Christian basketball off the Huskies on the out-of-bounds tip. And so the Wildcats will control it to get things underway, and we are underway here this afternoon. Huskies in the home white uniforms with the blue letters and numbers, orange trim. Wildcats feed it down low to Sydney Shellstead, and she lays it off the window and in for two. She's got the first points of the ball game as they're clad in their road purple uniforms this afternoon. 15-2 in conference play coming into this one, tied for first in the conference. Here's the feed inside, trying to go to Cole Morgan, and she is bumped by Shellstead. A quick foul, first foul of the game, so Shellstead has the first points, and now the first personal. And it's 2-0 Abilene Huskies basketball on the baseline. Byrd inbounds to Daub. Daub out to Stadichka. She goes right side to Heidi Byrd. Byrd looking for help. Skips it cross court to Cole Morgan into the corner. Daub's got a look at a three from the baseline. Too strong. Airballed it. And Demba, Lizzie Demba, pulls it down. We'll have to, as we've done the last 4 years, have to keep the two Demba sisters straight. Here's Susie Demba from the baseline. Her three from the left corner is good. And Abilene's out to a quick 5-0 start. So they've hit their two shots to start things off here. And the Huskies back the other way on offense. Get it to Daub. Drives the baseline, tries to go up, and she is fouled underneath. Both Demba sisters are there. And we'll see which one draws the personal. It's going to be called on Lizzie Demba. Second foul of the quarter on Abilene Christian, and Britta Daub will go to the free throw. No, they're going to say now that she was not in the act of shooting. So they're going to send the Huskies to the baseline to inbound the basketball. So they say that Britta was still on the move to the basket but did not yet put up the shot. And so the Huskies won't get free throws just yet. Inside they go to Amanda Johnson. Her little turnaround on the baseline won't go, and the rebound pulled down by the Wildcats. Quickly up ahead, Demba inside to her sister. Lizzie down low, rolls it off the glass and the window and the iron and drops it down through for two. So now they're up 7-0 here to get things going. 3 for 3 from the floor so far for Abilene Christian. Here's a feed inside Cole Morgan. She's going to use the window and drop it in for the first two for the Huskies. Taylor Cole Morgan on the board first for HBU this afternoon. It's 7-2 with 8 minutes to go in the first period of play. Demba in the corner to Brianna Wright. Leave it on the baseline. Shellstad blocked by Cole Morgan. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Abilene Christian basketball. Huskies can just let it all hang out today. This is the finale. They could spoil the party for Abilene Christian in a manner of speaking. Relegate them to the second seed. The number 2 spot in the conference. It's still been a very successful season for the Wildcats, win or lose this afternoon. Huskies knocked the ball out of bounds, and Wildcats will inbound it down to our left. Try to feed it inside to Shellstead. Bumped. Hits the deck, but it's saved by Alexis Mason. Drives in. Shot off the glass. Won't go, and the rebound pulled down by the Huskies. Long outlet up ahead to Amanda Johnson. Roll to the rack. Off the iron and won't go down through. And back the other way we go. Right. Up ahead to Mason. Into the right corner. She comes back out on the wing. Mason will put up a three. Won't go, but Demba there for the board and the putback. And it's 9-2. It's Lizzie Demba, her second bucket of the ball game. She's got 4. Her sister has a 3, and Sydney Shellstead has 2. That's the scoring. Here's a steal by Lizzie Demba. Gets it up ahead to Mason. She's going to go in for the runner. Won't go off the iron, and the rebound cleared by the Huskies. Mason, the leading scorer on this team, but couldn't finish that time. Here's Daub in with a Little runner right side of the paint, and she floats it off the glass and down through. It's 9-4 now with 6:35 to go. First quarter of play. Susie Demba into the paint. Heidi Byrd on her, and Heidi's going to draw the personal, her first foul. Hits the deck. Heidi's grabbing her midsection as she gets up. First foul on Heidi, first foul on the Huskies. And Susie Demba to the free throw line. Gets the first one to go. She's been a 76% free throw shooter this season. Gets them both here, and so she's now got 5. The Demba sisters have 9 of the 11 for Abilene Christian. It's 11-4 Wildcats. In the right corner, Cole Morgan looks for help, finds Daub. Daub out top to Stadichka. Drives in left side past Mason. Rolls it up with a little underhand scoop and shovels it in over the iron. It had eyes and found its way down through the cords. And first point to the ball game for Lisa Z. And it's 11-6. Demba holds it up, kicks it in to her sister. Lizzie on the baseline finds Shellstead, drives in, and she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be called on Taylor Cole Morgan, it looks like. First foul on Cole Morgan. And Shellstead misses the first free throw. One more to come. Shellstead, a 3-year varsity letterman, 67% free throw shooter, gets 1 out of 2 here. So she's got 3, they've got 12, and they've doubled up the Huskies so far. 12-6. Daub the other way, a little floater, too strong, rolls off the iron and pulled down by Lizzie Demba. Off to right, long outlet, intercepted by Daub. Back the other way, she brings it up the floor. Gonna hold it up, didn't have numbers, so she'll wait and set it up in the half court. Daub, one freshman picked up by another, and here's a pass inside, stolen away by Demba. On the run, into the corner, Susie Demba for a 3, too strong, overshot everything. Cole Morgan has it taken away from her. Taylor trying to hang on to the rebound, and just picked by Brianna Wright. And here is almost a steal, and it is a steal by Stadichka to the rack and lay it up and in for a 2. 12-8, Huskies cut it back down to 4. Stadichka has 4 of the 8. Mason with the basketball, feed it into the elbow. That's Demba into the paint, spins around and goes off the glass and in. She's got 6 now, and again, 11 of the 14 points that Abilene Christian has belong to the 2 Demba sisters. Here's Byrd trying to feed it out top. Daub had it knocked away. It goes out of bounds off of Abilene Christian. Huskies basketball, but we've got a timeout on the floor. 4:24 to go in the first quarter of play. Huskies down here early, but down by 6. Still in this game and a lot of time to go on the Husky Sports Network.
Are you looking for a totally free checking account? Houston Federal Credit Union has it, and it's packed with free services like mobile banking with person-to-person transfers and mobile bill pay. And Houston Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of HBU athletics. So stop by their office at 6808 Bentliff Drive and experience a better way of banking. Visit HoustonFCU.org for more information. Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
We're passionate, delivering expert neurological care for adults and children. We're dedicated, responding to neurotrauma and stroke with LifeFlight in our Level 1 Trauma Center. We're persistent, restoring lives at our Tier Rehabilitation and Research Hospital. We are Memorial Hermann. And we're making neuroscience breakthroughs every day.
13-8 is our scores. We come back to Sharp Gym. Early in this game, Abilene Christian with a 7-2 advantage on the boards, including a 3-0 advantage on the offensive boards, and that's really the difference right now in this game. Shooting percentages are fairly even as Veronica Kirienko goes up with a little floater, won't go. And Abilene Christian back the other way. Mason, a quick trigger three, won't go. And the Huskies will pull it down and head in the opposite direction. Stadichka to the baseline, puts it up, won't go. Kirienko there to follow and lays it up and in for two. Veronica Kirienko with her first bucket of the ball game, just into the game off the bench. Cole Morgan gets a breather. Here's a shot put up in the paint, put up by Sierra Allen. Her shot won't go, and the rebound cleared by the Huskies. Stadichka trying to feed Sivola, check it, Byrd, Heidi Byrd on the baseline, and bounce pass caught her at an awkward angle and floats right by her and goes out of bounds back to ACU. Huskies could have cut it to two on that possession. Instead, they drop back on defense, trailing 14-10. Right to Mason. Mason in the corner to Susie Demba. Feed it into the post to Lizzie Demba by Kirienko, but short. The rebound, Kirienko goes down, can't hang on, and we got a tied ball. Going to be Huskies basketball on the alternating possession. Demba and Kirienko on the floor going for it. And the Huskies will get the benefit of the alternating arrow this time. Serdichka to the baseline, right side, cut off there. Kicks it to Kirienko, back cross court, into the corner. Byrd has a shot blocked by Susie Demba. Out of bounds, Huskies basketball. Demba almost hit her head coach, Julie Goodenough, over there with the swat. Huskies will inbound it. 2:52 to go in the first quarter. Stadichka to Byrd, pitch and catch. Heidi's going to put up a three, and she's got it. Heidi Byrd with her first points of the ball game, and it's down to a 1-point game, 14-13. 2:35 to go in the first quarter. Here's Demba, runs it in, and she's going to be bumped on her way to the basket. So Lizzie Demba that is fouled, going to the rack. It's going to be called on VK. Veronica Kirienko picks up the personal, her first. Third foul on the Huskies, but a shooting foul, and Demba rattles the first one around the arm, but it drops down through. One more to come. Lizzie Demba, not quite as good a free throw shooter as her sister. She's 69% coming into this one, but she hits them both, so the Demba sisters still perfect at the free throw line this afternoon. 16-13, Huskies trail by 3. Kirienko into the corner on the baseline. Amanda Johnson drives it, skips it cross court to Stadichka. And Lisa is going to be called for an offensive foul, trying to go to the rack. First foul on Stadichka. .218 to go in the first quarter. Sierra Allen will inbound the ball to Brianna Wright. Lisa Z was back there trying to disrupt the inbounds play, but she relaxes. Three from Mason won't go, but Allen with the rebound. Swing it back out top, new shot clock, so they've got plenty of time. Mason try to feed it into the post, has a pass stolen away. Johnson controls for the Huskies. Daub up the floor with an outlet to Stadichka. Drive to the baseline. Leave a bounce pass out for Sivola Byrd, and she puts up the three and got it. Ties us up at 16 apiece with 1:35 to go here in the first quarter of play. Final game for Heidi Byrd. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter. She's got 6 and takes over the early scoring lead here for the Huskies. Mason, Shellstead into the paint. Tries to go by Kirienko, puts it up. Good defensive position by Veronica. And the Huskies come away with the loose ball. Daub on the run into the middle of the floor. Put it up, rolls off the iron, won't go. Johnson tries to save it, does, but Wright to Abilene Christian, and Allen will control it and get it off to Brianna Wright. Under a minute to go, all knotted up at 16 apiece. Mason to Demba, Demba to Wright, back to Mason, to Susie Demba, right side. She's giving up her dribble and looking for help, tries to pass it inside, almost a steal. Allen saves it, spin around, can't get it to go, and Kirienko will take it, and Daub will get the outlet off to Stadichka. Up the floor, in through traffic, and she can't finish it off. Little hoopsie-daisy move there, but she got by her defender and couldn't get it up over the iron. Here's a three, going to be put up by Demba, short the other way. And the Huskies will bring it up, and Donna Finney wants them to slow it down for the final possession of the first quarter. 16 all. Daub has it across the midcourt stripe. She goes. Screen. Back to Johnson. A three won't go. Byrd can't get the shot off in time, and that'll bring it in to the first 10 minutes of play. But the Huskies holding their own here. I'll spit it out. Holding their own against one of the better teams in the conference, tied for first of the Abilene Wildcats, and they're in a fight here with the Huskies after one, 16-16 on the Huskies Sports Network.
Coming to you in Living Cola.
The joy of cola. Pepsi Cola. Pepsi Cola. Jumping, just enjoy the ride. Take your time. Joy of bubbles, joy of fun, joy of Pepsi on your tongue. Greatest taste sensation under the sun.
Refreshing Pepsi Cola from the wonderful folks who put the R in cola.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Abilene Christian was held without a field goal the final 4 minutes, 45 seconds of the first quarter, and that allowed the Huskies to outscore them 8-2 over the final, basically 5 minutes of the quarter. And they've drawn even here to start the second, 16-16. ACU with the basketball right into the left corner to start the second period here. Mason goes to Demba, left alone for a corner three, rattles out, won't go, but the putback from Shellstedt will come up short, but she will be fouled. And Sydney Shellstedt will go to the line. Veronica Kirienko picks up the personal. That's the second. Check at the first on Veronica. Oh, actually, they call it on Amanda Johnson. That's why it's still just one foul on Kirienko. Johnson picked up the personal. Shellstedt with both free throws gets them to go. And she is now 3 of 4 at the free throw line. Abilene Christian already 7 for 8 at the stripe here in the first half. Here's a whistle down low on the baseline. We're going to get a foul on the Wildcats. It's going to be on Lizzie Demba. Second foul on Lizzie Demba, so she will check out, and Dominique Golightly will check in for her, a freshman from Chickasha, Oklahoma. Seeing her first action this afternoon. Huskies get it inbound, swing it around. Sterditchko open for a three, rolls it off the iron, and Susie Demba pulls down the loose ball. Brings it up herself. She'll dribble into the forecourt, stop at the arc, leave it for Mason. A three from the right angle, won't go. Kirienko tips the ball but can't control it. And so the Wildcats save it down low on the baseline, get it to Susie Demba, and she lays it in for two. Well, Veronica got a hand on the rebound but couldn't hang on, and that wound up back in the hands of the Wildcats. Here's a quick jumper. Missed by Sterditchka. Mason pulls it off. Up ahead to right. Get it back to Mason. Open for a three. This one she won't miss. And Donna Finney wants a timeout as the Wildcats are out to a 7-0 jump here to start the second quarter. Well, this is a little reflection of what happened in the first 10 minutes of play. They jumped out to an early lead, 7-0. And they've scored the first 7 here in the second quarter. And with 8:42 to go, we've got a timeout on the floor. We'll hang on to it right here. Take a look at the scoreboard. Remind you that the men's team in action tonight against the same Abilene Christian Wildcats. That's a 7 o'clock tip. We'll have the pregame for you at 6:35. Other games on the women's side, Stephen F. Austin leading Sam Houston State early in the first quarter. 10-6 is the score there. A&M Corpus Christi is knocked off Incarnate Word. 68-65 the final in that one. Central Arkansas winner this afternoon, so that'll be of interest to Abilene Christian. Sugar Bears of Central Arkansas have clinched at least a tie for the conference championship regular season version with their 62-51 win over Northwestern State. And Nichols has knocked off New Orleans 79-69 in Thibodaux this afternoon. Huskies basketball out of the timeout. 8:35 and counting here in the first half. Lauren Calver has checked in for the Huskies for the first time. Daub has it from Johnson, left side angle. Kick it into the post. It's going to be Johnson in the high post, drives down and puts up a shot off the iron. And the rebound pulled down by the Wildcats. 23-16. Go lightly, dribbles left to right across the top of the circle, feed it to the right. Back to Demba. Looking for help, dribble in, going to be cut off by Sterditchka, puts it up anyway, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Shellstead. Huskies basketball. Pretty good defense that time by the Huskies, specifically by Lisa Sterditchka to stay stride for stride with Susie Demba as she tried to penetrate into the paint. Huskies down by 7, looking for their first points of the second quarter here. Daub on the baseline, kick it cross court. No look pass from Byrd to Sterditchka, and Sterditchka from the baseline drains the three. And Lisa's got her first long distance dial up of the game. She's got 7, recaptures the scoring lead from Heidi. And it's 23-19, Huskies down by 4. Right. Feed it in to Demba. Demba out on the wing to Mason. Mason's 3, too strong. And the rebound cleared by the Huskies. Daub to Calver. Leave it for Johnson. Bump from behind. Shot won't go, but Amanda will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Stops the clock with 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Sophie Taylor is about to check in for the Huskies. But Johnson will get a free throw here. See, not sure who Sophie's going to check in for. Amanda gets the first one to go, and Sophie's going to check in for Lisa Z. And so freshman will check in. And the sophomore on paper and senior in the classroom, Lisa Sterditchka, will check out. Here's Go Lightly back the other way. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for the Huskies the other way. And the ball goes out of bounds off of Abilene Christian. Huskies basketball down by 3. Chance to cut it to 1 or even tie with a tray here. Daub out top. She'll control the basketball most of the time when she's out there. Here's Calver in through traffic. Going to go to the rack, float it up, and they're going to call her for a travel. Lauren picked the ball up and got the Euro step but didn't get the call. Donna Finney talking to Peter Contreras, the lead official across the way. Peter Contreras, Darcy Dahl, Jennifer White, the three officials in this game today. Golightly spins to the baseline. Shot comes up short, and a rebound pulled down by the Huskies. Calver to Byrd to Daub. Back to Taylor, stolen away by Mason, off on the run, and she will lay it in. Got behind everybody, an easy run out, and lay it in for two. Mason's got 4, and it's back up to a 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Johnson, left corner, looking for help. Skip it out top to Byrd. Haiti will drive in, right side, floated off the window. Nice touch, and Haiti gets it to go. 25-22. Under 6 minutes to go till halftime. Huskies hanging around, down by just 3 against the 15-2 Wildcats. Golightly looks out top. Mason takes the feed. Right side to right. Huskies in a 2-3 zone. Mason drives in, leaves it for Shellstead. And everybody collapsed on to Mason, and Mason found Shellstead all alone, and she lays it in for 2. Sydney Shellstead now with 6. 27-22. Calver on the baseline. Going to drive in, floats it up, and got off balance and went off the window, but no iron. Back the other way, the Wildcats feed it inside to Susie Demba. Turn around on the baseline, won't go. Calver with the rebound. Outlet to Johnson on the run. Huskies going to force the action. Amanda will go up. Won't get it to go, but draws a contact from Shellstead, her second foul, and stops the clock with 4:57 to go here in the first half of play. Amanda Johnson gets the first free throw to go. We were kind of looking across the way thinking this might be a media timeout situation, but they're going to play on here. Shannon Jones checks in for the Huskies. Heidi Byrd will get a breather. She will check out. Johnson's second free throw is good. Cuts it down to 3. Amanda's got her first points of the ball game. We'll check it. She's got 3 now. And with 4:48 to go, the Huskies are back down to within 3. Here's a little runner in the paint put up by Sarah Williamson, who checked in during the timeout. And she scoops it up with the underhand shovel. Has her first points of the game. And Johnson back the other way with a tray. Cuts it down to 2. Amanda heating things up a little bit. She's got 6 now. And the Huskies down by just 2, 29-27, and an offensive foul away from the basketball. Lexi Kurgan, the freshman from Bullard, Texas. 6'4" freshman for Bullard High School. Draws the personal, her first, and the 4th on the team. 29-27 as the Huskies bring it up the floor. Dobb takes it to the right baseline. Cut off there, so she brings it down, tries a bounce pass inside to Calver. The ball kicked away out of bounds. Huskies basketball with 4:07 to go. Stick with us. Coming up in halftime, we will recap the first half scoring and stats and look around the conference scoreboard, give you a little update on what to expect in the men's game. And Lauren Calver stepped out of bounds with the basketball down to our right. A little bit of contact, but not enough for the foul, and Lauren is called for the turnover with 3:55 to go. Golightly dribbles across the top of the arc, leave it for Williamson. She looks inside, now drives to the baseline, kick it out on the wing. Golightly for a 3, airballs it, and the ball is kicked right back to her. Drive it in, and she'll roll it off the iron and down through for 2. Well, that was a break that went against the Huskies. It's kind of a microcosm of this season for the Huskies women this year. Things just not rolling their way. Daub out top. With the dribble, lob it down to Calver. Tries to go up, blocked by Golightly. But we're going to get a foul in the process. And Dominique Golightly, the freshman from Chickasha, Oklahoma, draws her first personal. And the 5th foul on the Wildcats sends Lauren Calver to the free throw line, where she rattles the first free throw down through the cords. Stadichka checks back in. Sophie Taylor will sit down. Calver, 61% free throw shooter, hit the first one. And the second one won't stay down. Hit the back iron, popped up, hit the front iron, and rolled off. 31-28, Huskies down by 3. 3:11 to go in the first half. Mason drives in left side behind the back dribble, kick it out to Golightly to Susie Demba, back out top to Mason, airballs it, and it's out of bounds back to the Huskies. 2:57 left, and the Huskies with another opportunity to come up and cut it to lead. Now, wait, we've got a foul going to be called. Wow, that's another bad break for HBU. Shannon Jones called for a foul. I didn't see it, but Shannon draws the personal, and so that gives the ball instead to the Wildcats, leading by 3. Drives in, does Demba, kick it back out to a Mason for a 3 from the left angle, and she got it to go. And 2:40 to go, it's back out to a 6-point game. Daub penetrates, spin around, put it up, won't go, and an offensive foul called on Breda. Nice athletic move. I tell you what, Breda is just a freshman, but I think she's got some big days ahead of her as a player here in the Southland Conference. But did not go her way there. Called for the offensive foul. The Huskies turn it over. Still down by 6 with 2:17 to go till halftime. Golightly to Williamson. Right angle picked up by Johnson. A little 2-3 zone, it looks like, from the Huskies. Williamson on the dribble, kicks it back out to Mason. Shot clock winded down. Mason rushes it up. Won't go, and Daub with the rebound for HBU. Up ahead, Stadichka across the timeline into the paint. Floated up and in. Lisa Z to the rack. Floats it up and in for 2, and the Huskies back to within 4 with 1:45 to go. Fans trying to call for defense, and this one fed inside, intended for Kurgan, and knocked out of bounds, tipped out by Kurgan, and it's going to be Huskies basketball. And they'll bring it up the floor. Stadichka and Daub across the timeline. Lisa with the dribble. Penetrate. Pull up at the free throw circle. Shot won't go. The rebound is tipped out of bounds off of Golightly for Abilene Christian. Calver was in there trying to wrestle for the ball. Had it knocked away and out of bounds. Huskies basketball on the baseline, and Daub will go to the baseline and lob it out top to Lisa. Stadichka back to Britta. Get it to Amanda Johnson. Right angle on the baseline. Find Jones in the corner. She's double teamed. Fights through it. Goes to the rack. Floats it up and in off the window. Shannon Jones with her first points of the ball game. It's a 2-point game with 1:05 to go. So the Huskies gave up the first 7 points in the first quarter. First 7 points here. They were tied at the end of one. Here's a miss by Mason, but the rebound tipped and controlled by Demba. Under a minute to go, and an offensive foul going to be called underneath on Kurgan. She picks up her second. She'll have to check out. Sierra Allen checks in for her. And the Huskies come up the floor, and they have a chance to tie it on this possession. Daub gets it inbounds to Stadichka, up across the timeline. Kick it right angle to Shannon Jones. Jones is going to drive in, put it up, won't go, off the iron. Cut off by Susie Demba, trying to go to the rack. And the Wildcats control the rebound, and Julie Goodenough wants a 30-second timeout. 29.7 seconds to go till halftime. So we'll hang on to it right here. The Huskies trailing by 2, tied at 16 after one quarter. So far, a lot to be happy with here in the first 20 minutes of play. They've outshot the Wildcats 43% from the floor to 34% for Abilene Christian. 50% from the three-point line to 20% for the Wildcats. Only place that the Wildcats have the advantage is at the free throw line. They are 7 of 8 for 88%. The Huskies are 67% right now. Rebounding a little bit of an edge for the Wildcats, 23-18. They've got the basketball out of the timeout. About a 5-second differential shot clock to game clock. 34-32, Huskies trail by 2. Williamson finds Mason, gets a screen from Allen, goes to the left angle. Back to Williamson in the corner. Lob it down low to Demba. She's left all alone, and that was a defensive lapse there for the Huskies. Donna Finney's not happy. But down to the final 5 seconds. Sterditska back the other way. Going to float it up. Use the window and gets it to go. And that's the end of the first half. Well, Sterditska with a little acrobatic move to close out the second quarter. Brings the Huskies back to within 2. It's 36-34. And we've reached the midway point of this one. HBU trailing the front-running Abilene Christian Wildcats in the Southland Conference. And they're down by just 2, 36-34. Back with the Huskies halftime report after this on the Huskies Sports Network.
The good news is America is coming back. More jobs, more building, more of what makes our country great. And more cities and towns, more small businesses and big corporations are choosing the highly skilled, highly trained members of the IBEW to do the work. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is committed to doing the job right, on time, safely. America's making a big comeback, and the IBEW is proud to do our part.
At DoubleTree by Hilton, we believe in nice. Not your okay, fine, just being polite kind of nice, but a genuine nice. The kind that's contagious, that you can't help but take with you. The kind of nice you want to share with others. But don't take our word for it. Come for a stay and help us prove nice travels. Book at DoubleTree.com.
Are you a graduate of Houston Baptist University? Did you know the value of your degree increases when you actively participate in the HBU Alumni Association? Your Alumni Association actively supports the growth, retention, and ranking of our school by our scholarship efforts. Husky Alumni Network volunteers actively work to recruit the best and brightest to HBU, and we promote and support programs intended to build a growing network of people committed to quality, higher Christian education through our alumni scholarship efforts. We also work to strengthen the bond between our university and the community, and we're your connection to over 18,000 fellow alumni, mostly in and around the Houston metro area. Log on to learn more about our mission and your privileges and benefits at hbu.edu/alumni. And find us via social media on Facebook at the Houston Baptist University Alumni Association page and on Twitter and Instagram at HBU_alumni. But no matter how you do it, connect with the HBU Alumni Association because a strong alumni base equals a strong HBU.
You just hit the flavor motherload. Guaranteed delicious. Firehouse subs are packed beyond belief with steaming hot premium meats and cheeses. Starting at only $5.49, it's gourmet subs without the gourmet prices. Just look at our club on a sub. And by look, he means try. Smoked turkey breast, Virginia honey ham, melty Monterey Jack, and bacony bacon. Firehouse subs. Starting at only $5.49. One bite, one taste, you're hooked.
Is it time to buy your first or next car? Let Houston Federal Credit Union help. Their super low rates and easy payment terms can save you a lot of money. Plus, their fast approval will put you behind the wheel of your dream car in no time. Stop by their office near campus at 6808 Bentliff Drive or visit them online at houstonfcu.org and let them help you get the very best deal on your new or pre-owned car or truck. Experience a better way of banking at Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Tammy and I have been going steady since high school.
Tammy and Tommy, two peas in a pod, as they say.
We have all the same friends. We like all the same things. I mean, we practically even have the same name.
But there's one thing we could just never agree on.
Soda.
I have been begging him all these years to just try Pepsi, and I knew he would change his tune.
Yeah.
So, finally, I had him take the Pepsi Taste Challenge. And go on, tell him what you told me, Tommy.
I'm a Pepsi man.
Right? Gosh, isn't Pepsi so good?
I tell you what, I don't know why I didn't try it sooner.
Me neither.
It's so crisp and refreshing and bubbly.
Like me.
Like you.
I'm always right.
She's always right.
All across the South, people are choosing the great taste of Pepsi. Take the Pepsi Taste Challenge and let your taste decide.
We're passionate, delivering expert neurological care for adults and children. We're dedicated, responding to neurotrauma and stroke with Lifelight in our Level 1 Trauma Center. We're persistent, restoring lives at our Tier Rehabilitation and Research Hospital. We are Memorial Hermann. And we're making neuroscience breakthroughs every day.
International Brotherhood of Electric Workers, Local 716 in Houston, get up for work each day because we believe building schools to code matters. Because building Houston's hospitals correctly saves lives. Because training for 10,000 hours makes a difference. That's why we get up, because we want to make a difference. To be the best, hire the best.
IBEW, where skill and value lock arms. The time is now to hire IBEW electricians.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and have sampled just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group. So.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're going to pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're going to have people that try to copy you, but they're not going to do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Back here at the Sharp Tank, Sharp Gym on the campus of HBU. Lonnie King along with you. Welcome into the Huskies halftime report here on the Huskies Sports Network. HBU trailing the 15-2 Abilene Christian Wildcats, who are still playing to attempt to tie the Central Arkansas Sugar Bears for the conference regular season title. If they were to hang on and win here this afternoon, they would finish 16-2 in the conference and tied with the Sugar Bears, who have already won this afternoon over Northwestern State 62-51. to earn at least a share of the Southland Conference title. But the Huskies would love to upset that apple cart and finish the regular season for Abilene Christian on a bit of a disappointing note if they're able to, and they trail by just 2 here at the midway point. Huskies finishing out their season today, and they come into this one 4-13 in the conference, and Would love to walk away 5-13 with a nice little win to build on when they come back to work out for the offseason and get ready for next year's return. Huskies played through the first 10 minutes, got behind 7-0 to start the game, but then roared back and were tied 16-16 at the end of a quarter. They gave up the first 7 points of the second quarter as well, but roared back in that one and were outscored by just 2 in the second and trail 36-34 here at the half. They shot 44.8% from the floor overall, 13 of 29 compared to 13 of 36 for Abilene Christian, 36%. Huskies were 4 of 8 at the three-point line in the first half, 50%, and 3 for 15 for 20% for Abilene Christian. The Wildcats were 7 of 8 at the free throw line, 88% there. Huskies were 4 of 6 at the stripe, 67%. Huskies out-rebounded by 5 in the first half. 14-14, even up on the defensive boards, but out-rebounded on the offensive boards, 9-4. And so Abilene Christian has a 23-18 halftime edge on the rebounds. Individually speaking, the Huskies are led by Lisa Stedichka, who's got 11 points, 5 of 10 from the floor, 1 of 2 at the three-point line. She's also got 2 assists, 2 steals, and a rebound in the first half. Heidi Byrd right behind her. She's got 11 points, 2 boards, and an assist in 15 minutes of floor time. Heidi was 2 of 3 from outside the arc, 3 of 4 overall from the floor in the first half. Other scoring in the first half comes from Amanda Johnson. She has 6 points. 2 apiece from Shannon Jones, Veronica Kirienko, Britta Daub, and Taylor Cole Morgan. And then 1 point from Lauren Calver on 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Sophie Taylor got 4 minutes in the first half but did not score. Abilene Christian is led by Susie Demba, who's got 9 points. 8 points apiece from her sister Lizzie Demba and Alexis Mason. 7 from Sydney Shellstead. 2 apiece off the bench from Dominique Golightly and Sarah Williamson. So the bench has not factored much into the scoring for either side. Huskies with a 5-4 advantage. But Abilene Christian an advantage in second chance points thanks to the offensive rebounds, 11-7 there. And 20-14 advantage in points in the paint for the Wildcats. We had 1 tie. That was at 16 apiece. And the lead has changed hands not at all here in the first half. Huskies have tied, but have never led here in the first 20 minutes of play. So they've got a little work to do, but still easily in this ball game, and it's a very winnable one at this juncture. We'll see how they finish it off. We're going to take a timeout and come back and look around the conference scoreboard when we return on the Huskies halftime report.
I've been waiting for days to come like this, better than ever before. And now
we know travel isn't what it used to be. By the time you get where you're going, you've been through it all. So what if you knew there was a hotel that understands how hard your journey's been and spends all its time making up for it? At DoubleTree by Hilton, with more than 325 wonderful destinations around the world, we welcome our guests with a warm chocolate chip cookie. Our cookie serves as a symbol of our commitment to turn every little detail of your stay into a delight, preparing every comfort with care, making every touch special and every gesture true. Giving that extra attention to the simple things, bringing humanity back to business and leisure travel, so you can reconnect, relax, play, focus, smile. Welcome to DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
At Houston Federal Credit Union, we're dedicated to our members, our communities, and now the students, faculty, and employees of Houston Baptist University. From checking and savings accounts to loans, IRAs, money markets, and other financial tools, HFCU is ready to serve the HBU Huskies and their fans. Learn more today. Call 866-OUR-HFCU or log on to HoustonFCU.org. Houston Federal Credit Union and the HBU Huskies. That's a doggone good team.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
At the Memorial Hermann Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, we're dedicated to the dedicated, who lace up before sunrise, who don't let a hard hit keep them down, who want the ball when the game's on the line. So team up with the Memorial Hermann Ironman Sports Medicine Institute at Texas Medical Center, Memorial City, or the Woodlands, where our affiliated surgeons, specialists, and physical therapists offer all athletes the elite care they need to forge ahead.
A firefighter's duty. Fighting fires, rescuing citizens, performing copious kettlebell exercises demands a daring degree of readiness. A degree of readiness achieved eating fulfillingly flavorful Firehouse subs. With premium carved meats and cheeses steamed to tasty magnificence, then piled onto toasted rolls. Is your footwear connected to your pants? No, it's not. Because you're not a firefighter. But you can be ready like one. Firehouse subs, the hero of all subs.
10 years of intensity, 10 years of dunks, 10 years of three-pointers, 10 years of drives, 10 years of teamwork, 10 years of leadership, 10 years of hustle, 10 years of champions. A decade in Katy. The 2017 Southland Basketball Tournament, March 8th through the 12th at the Merrill Center. Go to Ticketmaster.com or Southland School Ticket Offices.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Back here at Sharp Gym, just about set to go with the second half. Quick glimpse of the scoreboard. As we told you earlier, Central Arkansas has won today over Nichols. They are checking over Northwestern State. They have clinched at least a tie for the conference regular season title. Nichols has defeated New Orleans 79-69, and Lamar, a big winner over McNeese State. So Lamar will be the number 3 seed going into the women's tournament next weekend. Huskies with the basketball, and we're underway in the second half. Daub, a spin in the paint, tries to put it up, and we've got a whistle, and a carry going to be called on Alexis Mason. Darcy Dahl with the whistle, and the turnover gives it right back to the Huskies. Just underway, 20 seconds into the third quarter. Starters back out on the floor for HBU, the 5 that started the game. Cole Morgan, cross court, tried to pass it to Johnson, stolen away by Susie Dimba. She takes it up, won't go, and Czeket Sterditchka goes to the floor, loses the ball out of bounds. Man, Lisa, hustle. Fans here thought she might have been pushed. But it's going to be Abilene Christian basketball. And let's see, we've got Peter Contreras and Darcy Dahl talking things over. See Peter Contreras here today, a veteran college official, but he also worked for over, I think, 25 years in the UIL, governing body of high school basketball here in the state. Here's a jumper put up by Dimba, top of the arc. Lizzie Dimba can't get the shot to go. Sterditchka with the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Susie Dimba. Called by Peter Contreras. And talking about him being involved in UIL, this is the girls' tournament weekend in San Antonio. So the state basketball tournament is going on there, and this may be the first time in a while that Peter Contreras has missed that. Sterditchka with a jumper from the free throw line. Gets it to go. First points of the second half belong to the Huskies, and we're all tied up again, 36-36. apiece. Sterditska with 13. Mason, though, with the answer, has a 3 from the arc, right angle. And they're back up to a 39-36 advantage. Daub will dribble, hold it up out top, right side to Cole Morgan, to Sterditska. Puts it on the floor, drives into the paint, floats it up, rolls off the iron, wouldn't go down. Rebound controlled by Lizzie Dimba for the Wildcats. Off to right to Susie Dimba, sets up left angle out at the arc. Get it to Mason, a 3. Back-to-back trays. She gets it to go, and Mason now heating it up. She's got 14 points, and they're out to a 6-point advantage. So the Huskies score the first 2 here and give up 6 in a row. Here's Heidi Byrd with the answer, rattles out. Tough break for Heidi. With 7:50 to go, Abilene Christian heads the other way. Down low to Shellstead, puts it up. It's going to be fouled, and I think they're going to get Taylor Cole Morgan for the personal. That'll be her second foul. First foul of the second half on HBU. And it'll send Sydney Shellstead to the free throw line. She was 3 of 4 at the stripe in the first half. Gets the first one to go here. That's 8 points now for Shellstead. She's got 5 rebounds to go along with that. Second free throw goes down through as well, and so the lead is out to 8. And the Huskies trail 44-36. Byrd out top to Johnson. Johnson out at the arc. Swing it left side to Daub. Drives in. Kick it to Byrd on the elbow. Back cross court out top to Johnson. Looks for help. Wants to go inside, but gives it off to Sterditska instead. Shot clock winded down. Lisa's going to pull up and pop from the left side, and he hits it from about 14 feet away. Cuts it back down to 6. 44-38. Sterditska with 16 points now. Shellstead underneath tries to go up, and we have a tied ball. It's going to be Abilene Christian basketball to start on the alternating possession. Cole Morgan, good hustle to get down there for the basketball on the floor. Tied up Shellstead. But the Wildcats, with the benefit of the arrow, get it inbounds. Mason takes it, left corner, goes inside, almost had it stolen away, knocked out of bounds by Amanda Johnson. Good job by Amanda to cut off the passing lane there, but she just could not reel it in, create the turnover. So Abilene Christian gets it in. Back to Mason, right angle 3. Shot won't go, and Shellstead up over the back of Kirienko draws a foul, and that'll be her third. She's going to check out with that third foul. Sierra Allen will check in for her. And the Huskies bring it up down by 6 with 6:46 to go in the third quarter. Daub left side, out top to Byrd. Byrd yo-yos and goes right side to Sterditska. She's going to drive in to the rack. Count the bucket, and she's fouled. Lisa with the little shovel in off the glass and down through. Cuts it to 4 and has a +1 opportunity. Foul there charged to Abilene Christian, and it is Alexis Mason, her first personal. And the free throw from Sterditska is good. She's got 19 points now. Now some pressure in the backcourt by the Huskies on the basketball, but the Wildcats get it up. Dimba into the paint, kick it out top to right. Right, dribbles left angle, back to Susie Dimba, a 3, short. Rebound tip, the Huskies there, fight for it, and Kirienko pulls it out. Up ahead to Sterditska. She's ahead of Mason, leaves it for Johnson, and a layup and in for 2, and it's back down to a 1-point game. 8 points for Amanda Johnson, the Huskies. Playing with some fire here in this finale of the 2016-2017 season. Right, left side to Demba. Demba back out top to right. Demba to Allen. Allen's going to put it on the floor. Little turnaround, fall away jumper, and she got it to go. Nice little touch on the soft jumper from about 8 feet there. And it's back up to a 3-point lead for the Wildcats, 46-43 with 5.5 minutes to go. Johnson's going to fire up a three off the front irons. Kirienko can't reel in the rebound. And Wright comes away with it for the Wildcats. Up the floor. Swing it around, top of the arc to Demba, three, and she's got it. That's Lizzie Demba. She dials it up from a long way away, and that is her first tray of the afternoon. And Lizzie Demba's got 11 points now. Byrd in the corner, brings it underneath, leave it out on the wing. A three from Daub, won't go, but the rebound by Amanda Johnson. Here is Sterditska, has it stripped and knocked out of bounds, goes off the knee of Lisa and back over to the Wildcats. That stops the clock with 4:51 to go and brings us to a timeout on the floor. Well, the Huskies have been going back and forth. Right now, though, they find themselves in a 6-point hole down to the Wildcats of Abilene Christian, 49-43 on the Huskies Sports Network.
At Houston Federal Credit Union, we're dedicated to our members, our communities, and now the students, faculty, and employees of Houston Baptist University. From checking and savings accounts to loans, IRAs, money markets, and other financial tools, HFCU is ready to serve the HBU Huskies and their fans. Learn more today. Call 866-OUR-HFCU or log on to HoustonFCU.org. Houston Federal Credit Union and the HBU Huskies. That's a doggone good team.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
But what about you? When you text that really cute guy you met at a party on Friday, and he immediately texts you back, you celebrate with an ice-cold Pepsi. Sounds good, doesn't it?
But why stop there? The refreshing taste of Pepsi is the perfect way to celebrate anything. Like when you and your roommate order a pizza and the delivery guy throws in extra breadsticks no charge. That's worth a Pepsi celebration. Break out the Pepsi.
Huskies down by 6. They're shooting 44%, as are the Wildcats to start the third quarter. 4 of 9 from the floor for both teams. Wildcats out-rebounding the Huskies by 5, 28-23. Here's a runner in the paint, put up by Brianna Wright. Won't go, but they're going to draw a foul on Veronica Kirienko. Second foul on Kirienko, and it will send Wright to the free throw line. She's been held off the scoreboard so far today. She's distributed the ball effectively for them, but gets her first point with the free throw there. Kirienko checks out. Calvert checks in for her. So it's Calvert, Johnson, Daub, Byrd, and Sterditska on the floor for Donna Finney. Second free throw too strong, and the Huskies clear it. Sterditska left side. Bounce pass down low to Calvert. Has a shot blocked by Susie Demba. Demba comes away with it, gets it off to Wright. She'll bring it up across the timeline. Left side to Mason. Mason sends it inside to Allen. Put it on the floor, picks up her dribble though. Kick it cross court to Demba. Drive into the paint again, leave it on the baseline for Allen. Out to Mason for a three. Off the mark, the rebound tip. We're going to get a whistle on the loose ball. It's going to be on Amanda Johnson for going up over the back, trying to grab the rebound. And it'll stop the clock with 4 minutes exactly to go here in the third quarter. Huskies trail by 7, 50-43. Finale of the 2016-2017 season. Mason with the basketball, kicks it cross court, right side to right, back out top. Mason for a three. And she got it to go. Mason is heating it up now here. She's got 17 points at halftime. Let's see what she have at the half. She had 8, so she's already got 9 here in the third quarter. 3 threes. Here's Sterditska. goes in on the baseline. Shot won't go, but Susie Demba hits the deck but draws the foul. And it'll send Lisa Z to the free throw line. Huskies down by 10 now. 53-43, 3:34 to go. And Stadichka back to the free throw line here, where she's 1 for 1 this afternoon. Hits this one, now 2 for 2. Lisa, 25 points is her career high. Got that earlier this year. She's got 21 now. We'll keep an eye on that. Can she finish out her career here at HBU with a new career high? 3 for 3 at the line. Here's Mason. And they got to find an answer for Alexis Mason. She's got 20 now. With that 3, she's got a dozen here in the third quarter alone. 3:09 to go. 56-45. Huskies down by 11. Pass inside. Stolen away by Allen. Off to right. Right stops. Right angle. Give it to Mason. Why not? She hits the 3, and she's got 15 points on 5 3-point field goals here in the third, and they're out to a 14-point advantage here. And a timeout on the floor with 2:56 to go. Timeout charged to the Huskies. 30-second timeout. Well, they're going to turn it into a full timeout, but we'll hang on to it right here with 2:56 to go in the third quarter of play. Well, the Huskies hung tough for a while. They actually scored the first points of the third quarter here, tied it up at 36 apiece. Still have never led in this game, but since we were tied at 36 apiece, the Huskies have been outscored 23-9 by the Wildcats, and a lot of that, as we mentioned, thanks to Alexis Mason. Right now, if you look at her line, she was 3 for 13 from the floor at halftime, 2 for 9 from the three-point line. Now she is 8 for 20. So she's gone 5 for 7 here, 7 of 16 from the three-point line. So she's gone 5 for 7 from the three-point line here in the third quarter, and she's up to 23 points for the game. She's also got 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals in the ball game. Huskies basketball. Shannon Jones is at the scorer's table, but they're not going to let her check in just yet, so she'll have to wait. And the Huskies bring it up. Britta Daub with the dribble across the timeline, left side to Johnson. Johnson to Sterditchka. Take it to the baseline, reverses it up and under, and gets it to go down through. Sterditchka now with 23, so she ties Mason for the scoring honors to this point. And the Huskies are back to within 12. 59-47. They rush out to pick up Mason this time. Kick it out on the wing, and she finds Demba in the corner. Susie Demba for her second tray of the ball game. And she's got 12, and the lead is back up to 15 with 2:15 to go. Byrd to Johnson, Johnson to Sterditchka. She's going to fire up a 3. Lisa off the iron, won't go. The rebound cleared by Lizzie Demba. Right, long outlet up ahead to Susie Demba. In through traffic, she's going to be fouled. And I think they're going to get Britta Daub. This will be free throws to come for Susie Demba. It is a personal on Britta Daub, her second. And it stops the clock with exactly 2 minutes to go in the third. So Demba to the free throw line, where she is 2 for 2, now 3 for 3. Shannon Jones checks in. Heidi Byrd will get a breather here with 2 minutes to go. Been a whole lot of Alexis Mason here in the second quarter. 1 out of 2 at the free throw line for Susie Demba. She got the first one, missed the second one, and the Huskies bring it up. Daub with the dribble, trapped in the half-court press. kicks it over to Amanda Johnson. Shot won't go. The rebound tipped around and controlled by Lisa Stodichka. She's going to take it in on Mason. Now backs away. Brings it out top and sets up out between the circles. Takes it right side, kick it out on the wing. Open is Britta Dobb for a three, and Britta with the answer. Nice pass from Stodichka to find her teammate, and Britta wide open hits the baseline tray. Dobb with 5 points now, and the Huskies are back to within 13, 63-50. Right, down low to Demba, puts it up and stepped on the baseline as she tried to go up and under. Good defense by the Huskies that time. And the Wildcats will bring it back up the floor. Stodichka drives to the middle. She's going to put it up, float it, won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Abilene Christian. Mason up the floor, brings it back, kicks it around the arc, go to Susie Demba, put it on the floor, back down on Dobb, finds Sierra Allen underneath, and she lays it up and in for two. Good passing that time on offense by the Wildcats. 4 now for Sierra Allen, and it's back up to a 15-point advantage down to the final 30 seconds of the quarter. Dobb dribbles out top at the arc, going to penetrate, float it up with the right hand, and they call an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Britta Dobb. Wipe out the basket. She got the teardrop to fall down through the cords. Britta's going to check out, and Heidi Byrd will check back in. 65-50. 18 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Wright walks it up leisurely across the timeline here. Final possession of the quarter. Sets up right angle. Stodichka on her. Feed it down low to Allen. Drives in on Johnson. Kick it out. Demba for a three. Shot won't go. Huskies pull it off, and a long throw up the floor by Stodichka, but too little too late, and that ends the third quarter. So the Huskies come out fighting in the third quarter, but get just totally overwhelmed by Alexis Mason, who goes for 15 points in the period and gets the Wildcats out to a 15-point lead here with 10 minutes to go, 65-50 on the Husky Sports Network.
The good news is America is coming back. More jobs, more building, more of what makes our country great. And more cities and towns, more small businesses and big corporations are choosing the highly skilled, highly trained members of the IBEW to do the work. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers is committed to doing the job right, on time, safely. America's making a big comeback, and the IBEW is proud to do our part.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Huskies basketball out of the timeout, and Byrd gets it into Stodichka. They collaborate as Lisa goes to the right side, gets it back out top to Shannon Jones. A three off the mark, and the rebound controlled by Shellstead, who's back out on the floor to start the fourth quarter here. Final 10 minutes of the season for the Huskies, down by 15 here to the Abilene Christian Wildcats. Susie Demba, left side angle, picked up by Shannon Jones. Jones picks her up, but into the corner to Brianna Wright, a baseline three. And she rattles it home, and the lead is up to 18. This is the largest lead of the game now by the Wildcats. They had a 16-point advantage in the third with 2 minutes to go. But now have upped that to 18. 9 minutes and change left. Here's Sterditchka, cuts it back down to 16. She goes up and under and has just tied her career high. That's 25 now for Lisa. Let's get her at least one more point here in the last 8+ minutes of this game. Demba down low to Shellstead. Shellstead, a little face-up baseline jumper. And she gets it to go. 8.5 minutes left. It's out to an 18-point advantage, 70-52. Sterditchka going to take control, drives it in, almost loses it, saved by Jones, but she has it picked away by Mason. On the run, Mason going to go up and is called for the offensive foul. Heidi Byrd, good defense that time to stay with her. Didn't reach, stayed with her stride for stride, and created the situation where Mason had to kind of clear with the offhand that she wasn't dribbling with. Drew the foul. 70-52, 8:15 to go. Kirienko back out on the floor. Jones takes a feed, puts up a jumper short, and a rebound taken away by Mason. She'll slow it down as she comes across the midcourt line. Looks for help, finds Susie Demba into the corner to Shellstead. A little out beyond her range, and here's going to be a bump on the pass to Alexis Mason. Amanda Johnson with the foul. That's her third, and Sophie Taylor's going to check in. Sterditchka will sit down right there on her career high with 25 points. Sophie, the freshman from Westwood High School in the Austin Round Rock area. There's a runner put up by Lizzie Demba, rebounded by Kirienko. Taylor with the basketball, right side angle, looks inside but goes out top to Kirienko. Into the corner, Amanda Johnson, but the pass led her a little too far and it goes off her fingertips and out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Wildcats here with 7.5 minutes left in the season. Right up the floor. Set up out top. Get it to Demba. And she gets it to her sister, Susie. Back to right. Left side. Cut off as he tried to go inside. Swing it around the arc. Mason in the corner for a three. That's been automatic this second half. 6 for 8 from the three-point line here in the second half of this ball game for Mason. She's got 26 points. Here's a three the other way by the Huskies. Won't go, and the rebound pulled off by Demba. On the run, leave it for Mason. Steps behind the line, another three. She's got 29. She's feeling it now. She's got a big smile on her face. Probably for very good reason. She's got her teammates and coaching staff all lit up with smiles as well, and the Huskies need a timeout to talk it over. 76-52. And it's starting to get out of hand now for the Huskies. It looks like the Wildcats are going to wind up in a tie for the regular season title here in the Southland Conference with the UCA Sugar Bears. Chat a little bit more about that when we come back out of this timeout on the Husky Sports Network.
I'm Robin. And I'm Chris. We're the brothers behind Firehouse Subs. The last thing anyone needed was another sub shop. They needed a better one. We built Firehouse Subs on quality and quantity. And I'm the quality. Why my quantity? Are you kidding? Try our hook and ladder sub. Smoked turkey breasts, Virginia honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese. Yeah, all served steaming hot on a toasted sub roll. Our way beats their way. If you don't agree, it's free. On him. It's on him.
Firehouse Subs, founded by firemen.
At DoubleTree by Hilton, we believe in nice. Not your okay, fine, just being polite kind of nice, but a genuine nice. The kind that's contagious, that you can't help but take with you. The kind of nice you want to share with others. But don't take our word for it. Come for a stay and help us prove nice travels. Book at
6:37 to go in the game as the Huskies bring it up the floor and throw it away. Amanda Johnson has it go out of bounds off of her and turn it over. That is the 16th turnover of the game for HBU. That's a number that's a little bit too high, and I'm sure one of the recurring themes for the season for Donna Finney. Substitution into the game. Pamela Herrera has checked in, the freshman guard from El Paso for the Wildcats. Demba down low. Lizzie Demba tries to put it up. Shot won't go, but she is fouled. Foul is on Britta Dobb. That's number 4 on Dobb, and it's going to send Lizzie Demba to the free throw line. She gets the first one to go. 77-52. Huskies down by 25 points now. It was a 2-point game at the half, but a whole lot of Alexis Mason here in the second half has just been the undoing of the Huskies. They gave it a valiant effort, tied it up early in the third quarter, 36-36. Been outscored 42-16 since that point. Seavola, check it, Byrd. I'm going to call her Seavola here the rest of the afternoon, I'm afraid. I apologize, Heidi. But she was Seavola when she first got here. Sterditchka with the dribble. Takes it in, down to 6 on the shot clock, and Lisa's going to be bumped and trying to create one-on-one, and she'll go to the free throw line. Foul is on Susie Demba. Check it, Lizzie Demba. Third foul on Demba. And Sterditchka with the free throw. That should be a new career high for her. 26 points for Lisa. Second free throw is also good, so she's got 27 now. And Lisa has just bested her previous high that she got at Sam Houston State earlier this year of 25 points. So she's going to go out with a new career high, 27. And the Huskies on defense trailing by 24 points. Shellstead down low takes the feed and lays it in off the glass. 80-54. Wildcats are going to go to 16-2. Finish up the Southland Conference. They'll be headed to, I'm sure, the WNIT again this season. And will be eligible next year for the Southland Conference Tournament for the first time since joining the league with Incarnate Word 4 years ago. Huskies basketball on the baseline. Bird's going to give off the responsibility of inbounding the basketball to Sterditchka. They'll feed it into Kirienko. Kick it in the corner to Dobb. Back to Brooklyn Moore, who's checked in. Floated up with the right hand, won't go, and Kirienko fouls Sarah Williamson. Kurgan is checked back in for the Wildcats. So it's Kurgan, Williamson, Mason, Lizzie Demba, and Pamela Herrera, the fifth Wildcat on the floor. Williamson to Herrera into the corner. Mason finally misses a three, and a bump from behind on the rebound. It's going to be Kurgan who picks up the personal, her third. And with 4:56 to go, the Huskies will bring it up the floor. Dobb gets it to Lisa, and Lisa will walk it up. Picked up by Herrera, dribbles past her into the paint, tries to feed it. Kirienko, the pass is tipped and stolen away, and Mason is fouled by Sterditchka. That'll be the second. Stops the clock with 4:44 to go. 80-54. Stick with us. Post-game report going to wrap this one up. Want to remind you the men have a big game tonight. Huskies men going into the Southland Conference Tournament next week. Fighting for seeding position still. Here's a steal by Kirienko off the Dobb. Little floater on the pull-up jumper. Won't go. Kirienko with the rebound. Fights for the loose ball. Couldn't control it, though. Stepped on the baseline. She's frustrated with that outcome. Good hustle by Veronica, and the Huskies will turn it over with 4:20 to go. (80-54). Williamson's got to look at an open three for the Wildcats. Won't go. The rebound controlled by Stedichka. Lisa up the floor, in through traffic. Roll it off the iron. Won't go down. We'll see if we can get Lisa to finish her career with a 30-point game here. Herrera looks for help, finds Mason. Mason dribbles in, scoops it up, underhand shovel, high off the window, won't go. But she is fouled. I think they're going to call Sterditschka for that. Nope, it's Brooklyn Moore. Picks up the personal. So Mason with 2 free throws to come here with 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. And the first one is good, second one to come. Moore checks out. Amanda Johnson checks back in. 81-54 with 3:50 left in the ball game. And the second free throw is good. Mason's going to check out of the game. She's got 31 points. Her afternoon is done. She gets a big hug from her head coach. Lizzie Demba's going to check out. Kurgan will check out. And so now Todencia Oluch is checked in. A junior, a 6'3 junior from Nairobi, Kenya. Shelsted's back out there. Williamson, Herrera, and Golightly, the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats. Stedichka, left baseline, drives in, kick it out on the wing. Johnson finds the open player. That is Dobb, a 3, short off the iron, and Oluch with the rebound. Gives it off to Herrera. She finds Golightly, and they can eat up some clock here. We roll down toward the 3-minute mark to go in this ball game. 82-54. Huskies down by 28 points. Golightly will feed it in. Oluch over Kirienko and draws contact. Won't get the shot to go, but she'll wind up at the free throw line here. Calver's going to check in for the Huskies. Susie Demba's about to check in. But we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:02 to go. We'll hang on to it here. Looks like on the women's side, the top 4 seeds going into the tournament next week are going to be Central Arkansas, the 1 seed. Let's see. I guess it's going to be SFA, the number 2 seed. Let me double check this here before I spew out some bad information here. I want to make sure that we are correct. It's going to be Lamar, the number 2 seed, SFA, the number 3 seed. And looks like New Orleans will hang on for the 4 seed. So those teams will draw first-round byes in the tournament next week over in Katy. Oluch at the line out of the timeout, gets a first free throw. Second one bounces all around the iron before it decides to go down through, and it's a 30-point lead for the Wildcats. 84-54. Dobb to Byrd. Let's get Heidi in double digits to go out this afternoon. And here's a foul on Byrd as she tried to take it in for the layup. Foul from behind by Susie Demba. Demba with her 3rd foul, and Byrd at the line gets it to go. One more to come. 9 points for Heidi Byrd. Susie Demba checks out. Williamson back in for her. Heidi gets the second free throw to go. She's got 10 and gets a call from some fans in the stands and has a smile on her face. That's good to see. She's been a big part of some success around here in the Huskies basketball team the last couple of seasons. Unfortunate that this season's going to end the way it does for her, but what a great player for the Huskies these last 4 years. Down to 3 on the shot clock. Shelstad is going to draw a contact on Lauren Calver. They both hit the deck. They're going to call Lauren for the foul. Lauren lost a shoe. Trying to draw the charge. .219 to go. It'll be interesting to see if Donna Finney leaves Sterditchka and Byrd out there, or if she pulls them out here to get a little ovation from the fans. Shelstad gets the first free throw to go here at the line. This is really academic now. Kurgan's going to check back in. Shelstad rims the second one out. Jones and Taylor headed to the scores table, and I think they may be coming in for the two that are finishing up. Here's Sterditchka. Her jumper won't go. Rebound pulled down by Williamson. Off to Herrera, and she's up the floor. They swing it around the arc. Williamson inside to Oluch. Turn around, little floater, and she gets it to go. Oluch, the 6'3" junior, drops it down through. 87-56, a 31-point lead. Minute 35 to go. Daub feed it inside to Calver, take it in, float it up, and it goes down through for 2. 1:25 left, 87-58. Go lightly, holds it up. See if we can get Oluch, takes a pass underneath. Can't get it to go, follows her miss. And we get a timeout. Donna Finney calls a timeout just for substitutions. Heidi Byrd is going to come off the floor. That's it for Byrd. And Lisa Sterditchka is going to come off. So those two wrap up their careers, get hugs down the bench as they finish up, and we've got a minute to go in the season. 89-58. Huskies down by 31 points. Sophie Taylor operates at the point, way out top. Dribbles in, going to take it in, blocked from behind. Herrera, I think, got a hand on it. Knocked it out of bounds. Huskies basketball. 3 on the shot clock. No, they're going to call a foul. Foul is called on Oluch. Tadencia Oluch picks up the personal. Sophie Taylor at the free throw line gets it to go. 89-59. And Sophie gets the second free throw as well. So both of them at the line for Sophie. She's got her first points of the game. We're down to the final 40 seconds. Wrap this one up here on the Huskies post-game report. I believe we'll get to visit with Donna Finney. We'll see, but definitely hope to have a chance to visit with both Heidi Byrd and Lisa Sterditchka. Kurgan drives down. Kick it out on the wing. Go lightly down to the final 5 seconds. Oluch, turn around, won't go, and a whistle and a foul. And this is going to be on Calver. Calver with her second foul, 15 seconds to go. We don't need more whistles in this game. 5:04 Central Time, so we will be off the air for about, after we wrap this one up, probably about an hour or more before we're back with you this evening for the men's game. 89-60, the Second free throw is no good, and down to the final 4 seconds. Taylor's going to dribble it in, float it up, and that'll do it. That's the ball game, and that's the season. 89-60. The Huskies fall today. They'll finish up their season 6 wins and 22 losses. And Heidi Byrd and Lisa Stedichka will wind up their careers here in Husky blue and orange. We'll take a timeout, come back and put a wrap on this one on the Huskies postgame report in just a moment.
The real story is I'm in here every morning and have sampled just about every kolache that they make here.
Bacon, egg, and cheese on wheat for me, and then the rest is for the office. So yes, I'll pick up every Friday. I'll stop by here and pick up some for my group.
Well, I used to think it was just fruit-filled stuff, and then I came here and there's eggs and bacon and cheese and all kinds of good stuff in there. It's like a whole breakfast and a bun. It's great.
It's always a good thing if you can eat healthy and not know it.
When you drive down the street looking for something to eat, you're going to pass 5 places to buy a sandwich, 6 places to buy a burger. There's only one place you can get a kolache, and that's Kolache Factory. It's delicious. You're going to have people that try to copy you, but they're not going to do it as well. We know what we're doing. We've been doing it for 25 years. We do it the best, and our success proves that.
Houston's own Kolache Factory, the freshest, highest quality, best tasting kolaches in town. Over 50 Houston area locations and a proud partner of HBU Athletics. Are you a graduate of Houston Baptist University? Did you know the value of your degree increases when you actively participate in the HBU Alumni Association? Your Alumni Association actively supports the growth, retention, and ranking of our school by our scholarship efforts. Husky Alumni Network volunteers actively work to recruit the best and brightest to HBU, and we promote and support programs intended to build a growing network of people committed to quality, higher Christian education through our alumni scholarship efforts. We also work to strengthen the bond between our university and the community, and we're your connection to over 18,000 fellow alumni, mostly in and around the Houston metro area. Log on to learn more about our mission and your privileges and benefits at hbu.edu/alumni. And find us via social media on Facebook at the Houston Baptist University Alumni Association page and on Twitter and Instagram at HBU_alumni. But no matter how you do it, connect with the HBU Alumni Association because a strong alumni base equals a strong HBU.
But what about you? When you text that really cute guy you met at a party on Friday, and he immediately texts you back, you celebrate with an ice-cold Pepsi. Sounds good, doesn't it?
But why stop there? The refreshing taste of Pepsi is the perfect way to celebrate anything. Like when you and your roommate order a pizza and the delivery guy throws in extra breadsticks no charge. That's worth a Pepsi celebration. Break out the Pepsi.
10 years of intensity. 10 years of dunks. 10 years of three-pointers. 10 years of drives. 10 years of teamwork. 10 years of leadership. 10 years of hustle. 10 years of champions. A decade in Katy. The 2017 Southland Basketball Tournament, March 8th through the 12th at the Merrill Center. Go to Ticketmaster.com or Southland School Ticket Offices.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Back here at Sharp Gym, Lisa Stedichka and Heidi Byrd being recognized and honored here at the end of their careers, and fans in the arena here giving them a nice warm round of applause as they finish up their careers here in Husky blue and orange. And Lisa particularly finished up with a very nice effort this afternoon. She finishes up with 26 points. That'll be a new career high for her. 10 of 20 from the floor, 1 of 4 outside the arc, 5 of 5 at the free throw line. She also had 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a couple of steals. Heidi Byrd finished in double figures, 10 points, 3 boards, and an assist for Heidi. They were the only 2 Huskies that wind up in double-digit scoring this afternoon. Huskies back and forth in the first half. This was a close game at halftime, 36-34, and the Huskies actually scored the first points of the second half and tied it up at 36 apiece before Alexis Mason just took over the game. She finishes with 31 points, but she had 8 at the half. Came out and fired up 15 points in the third quarter and then added 8 more in the fourth quarter. So 23 points in the second half for Alexis Mason, and that really spelled doom for the Huskies as they will fall by 29 points here, 89-60, the final score here this afternoon. We're trying to see if maybe we can get one or both of the girls over here, or maybe the head coach Donna Finney. So we're going to hang on to it right here for just a moment to see. Here comes Heidi, so let's talk to her, and we'll let her get set up here. Lisa's going to come over as well. Just got one headset, so one at a time. One at a time. No, we'll get you both, but just one at a time. And here she is, the senior, originally from Helsinki, Finland, but now she's a big part of Houston and HBU history. All right, how's that? Is that better? All right, here we've got her. Heidi Byrd joins us, and 4 years ago, Heidi Sivola came to campus.
Yes, sir.
And Heidi Byrd just finished up her career. I know it's got to be an emotional time for you, but
It is.
what are you carrying with you right now? What are the feelings as you head off the floor here this afternoon?
I don't know. I guess I haven't even realized it yet that basketball is over. I played basketball for 17 years. It's a long time. So I feel like in a couple of days I'm going to realize that it's going to be over this way. I mean, I'm still going to be around it and watch it on TV and hopefully help out with the team. But right now I don't really know how I feel.
Had a good game today, 10 points, 3 rebounds. You guys were back and forth with them in the first half, and then Alexis Mason just kind of went crazy in the second half, and they're a very good team. But, you know, as you came to HBU, first of all, when you did come over here from Helsinki, how much did you know about Houston? How much did you know about HBU?
I knew a little bit about Houston because I was an exchange student in Houston a couple years before I came here for college. So I knew about the city, but I didn't really know too much about the school. I knew it was a small school, and I knew one of the assistant coaches at the time was from Scotland, so I liked that she was from Europe. And then before I got here, she actually became the head coach as well, so that worked out for me really well.
And there was a big international flavor on this team. Aaron McGarrigan was here ahead of you, and
Macy Elston.
Macy Elston was over here. So did that make it easier for you to feel like a fit here on campus?
Yeah, I think so. Because they've gone through the same thing that I was going to go through, homesickness, like being away from home. So I think it helped. I could talk with them if I needed to talk with someone from overseas. So it was really nice.
And now you've been here for 4 years, finishing up your career, and your life has changed. You got married during the off season,
yes,
and
sir.
so you guys are entrenched now in HBU athletics. Gabe Byrd, one of the members of the staff for the football team, and what do you plan? What are your immediate plans for the short-term future?
Well, both of us still have school left. I graduated with my biology degree, and now I started nursing this semester. So I still have a couple more semesters left, and he would graduate in December, but he's going to do his master's. So we're going to be around, living on campus, and just going to be around in the sport events. So,
what's if you had a chance to crystallize your favorite memory or two from the last 4 years? I think about you guys in that first tournament a couple of years ago. That was a great little run to get to that championship game. But for you personally, what's your favorite memory of your time here?
I mean, basketball-wise, it was definitely the tournament my sophomore year. we barely made it to the conference tournament, and then we went all the way to the championship. Although we lost the last game, and it was hard at the moment, but now that I look back, it was a great run in the tournament. But other than that, I've just loved being around all the girls. Like I've gotten to know a lot of them. And before I came to HBU, I wasn't a Christian, so that I've changed my life, and that's the biggest decision I've made in my life, accepting Christ in my life. So I guess that's the biggest thing there's been. That was my freshman year.
Well, speaking personally and speaking on behalf of the fans, it's been a lot of fun to watch you the last 4 years, and we wish you nothing but the best. And since you're going to be around, we may rope you into putting on a headset every now and then to see if we could get you on the mic to talk a little basketball with us for every now and then.
Yes, sir.
Heidi Byrd, we appreciate you taking a few minutes with us. We're going to talk to your teammate who wrapped it up today as well. So
yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
We'll get Lisa over here.
Thank you, Lonnie.
That's Heidi Byrd. We'll let her pass off the headset. And we'll let Lisa get set up here. Got it? Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay, I hear you now too. Lisa Stadichka finishes her career with a new career high. Did you know that? Did they tell you, or did you know that when you were out there on the floor?
Yeah, I knew that actually.
And how does that feel?
I mean, it's a good way.
It's kind of a nice way to go out.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I know that this season didn't finish up like you and the team would have liked it, but you've got to be walking away from here with some pretty fond memories. I know your first season here, what would have been your freshman year, ended in injury, and you didn't get to be on the floor for the tournament run that team had, but you were a big part of that team.
Yeah, I was there at least.
And then last year, back to the tournament again. Talk about what it's been like for you the last couple of years here at HBU.
I mean, it's been a great experience. What was good for me is that I got a lot of playing time, so that helps a lot with just getting better and improving my game. And I'm just happy with all the teammates I had and the friends I made, and some good memories on the court as well.
How was it this season trying to you and Heidi basically the only ones with any kind of experience coming in? You know, you had a few sophomores on the squad, but a whole lot of freshmen. Had to be difficult at times to try to you basically had to be a leader on the floor and a leader off the floor as well. It had to be a tough task for you at times.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, because I think we have a lot of talent in this group, and they're going to do great the upcoming years, but it's just like the consistency is what they have to learn, which comes with experience, so that's why it was hard. And sometimes it was a little frustrating when we know what we can do, but we couldn't like perform that way. But it's all just experience, and they'll get better, and we'll do better the next years for sure.
I asked Heidi this, and you came from Europe as well, from Austria, over to HBU. How much did you know about Houston? How much did you know about HBU before you got here?
Really not much at all. I never heard about the school before I came here for my official visit, but
What attracted you to come here?
I think mainly that I would get playing experience, and actually because my freshman year when I could have played, they only really had one other complete point guard, so I knew I would be the backup point guard, so that was one point that really attracted me, because it's not, I mean, this year for our freshmen, they had a lot of playing experience, but that's not the normal case.
Yeah,
so.
injuries contributed to that as well.
Yeah.
Did the fact that, you know, there was a pretty good international influence on this team before you got here? I think back to Erin McGarrigan, Vibke Bruns, I think back to her.
Yeah.
But did you get to interact with any of those players, and did that have any influence on you coming here?
Yeah, I talked to them before I came here, and I just asked them, you know, what's the difference, how their experiences are. And I just thought it would be a lot of fun, like all the different cultures and learning more about American cultures, but also other European countries, and yeah.
Yeah, if you had an opportunity to think back and put your finger on maybe one or two of your favorite moments, do any of those come to mind for you as you sit here right now?
I mean, the the tournament run my first year, even though I wasn't on the court, but it was just really exciting even to watch and just like be part of that whole experience. And really, well, this season my favorite game was actually last week when we won against McNeese.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of fun to play because everybody contributed and everybody had a good game, and we finally like performed the way we know we can. So I just remember that as a good game, and it was fun to play.
What's next for you?
Well, first off, graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah, get that done, and then go home in summer, and then I'm not sure yet. We'll see.
Well, hey, it's been fun to watch you the last couple of years, and wish you nothing but the best. And hope you'll keep in touch with us, and we'll keep everybody around the program updated on how you're doing down the road.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Lisa Sterditschka, and she and Heidi Byrd have finishing up their careers here in Husky uniforms this afternoon. We're going to take one final timeout and come back and put a wrap on this on the Husky Sports Network.
Is it time to buy your first or next car? Let Houston Federal Credit Union help. Their super low rates and easy payment terms can save you a lot of money. Plus, their fast approval will put you behind the wheel of your dream car in no time. Stop by their office near campus at 6808 Bentliff Drive or visit them online at houstonfcu.org and let them help you get the very best deal on your new or pre-owned car or truck. Experience a better way of banking at Houston Federal Credit Union, the official credit union of HBU.
Houston Federal Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
The body is incredibly powerful. It's so nimble and fluid, but sometimes we push it too far. That's when you need the strength of Memorial Hermann and our body of affiliated orthopedic specialists. With our renowned Ironman Sports Medicine Institute, they not only get your body back to where it was, they get it to go further. It's what makes us more than just hospitals. We are a body of experts. Memorial Hermann, advancing health.
This is the HBU Huskies Sports Network, powered by Legacy Sports.
Well, that's going to do it from here this afternoon. The Huskies come up short against a very good Abilene Christian Wildcats team. They will win 89-60. They will share in the Southland Conference regular season title with Central Arkansas, finish up 16-2 and 22-8, have some postseason play in their future. For your HBU Huskies, they will finish at 6-22, 4-14 in the Southland Conference, just outside looking in for the conference tournament, and look forward to next year. But the careers of Heidi Byrd and Lisa Stedechka have come to a close, and good careers that they have both been, and fun to chat with them after the game. We wish them nothing but the best. But for now, we're going to put a wrap on this one and come back at 6:35 Central for the men's game tonight. A big game coming up against the Abilene Christian Wildcats.
You've been listening to HBU Husky Sports.
See you then.
On the Husky Sports Network, powered by the Legacy Sports Network. HBU Athletics thanks our corporate sponsors who make these broadcasts available. Houston Federal Credit Union, the Memorial Hermann Healthcare System, Pepsi, IBEW Local 716, Firehouse Subs, Kolache Factory, HUB International, and Doubletree Suites Hotels. That wraps it up for now, and until we see you next time, so long and dogs up.